Hello, everyone, and welcome to week 2 of the TechRadar pub quiz. I am Global Editor-in-Chief of said TechRadar, Gareth Beavis, and this week I'm joined by not Gerald Lynch, who last week wasn't wearing any trousers and has been punished for such. I'm joined by Adam and Matt. Adam, hello.
Hello, glad to be here.
Who are
Looking
you?
forward to quizzing. I'm Adam Vajestica, the name that no one can spell, and I am the senior staff writer.
You get your title then, briefly.
No, it's just for some reason I've lost the stream on my screen and it started playing ads.
Well, that's
So
because
I'm back now.
that's how a live stream works.
Exactly.
Matt Phillips, the producer last week, if you were here, couldn't send us live on time. Managed to make it this week, but you're
Nailed
now
it.
being
Nailed it
punished
this
by
week.
joining us.
I am indeed. So I can chat back now as well because I'm on camera as well. So I'll be jumping in if you decide to rip on my questions or just have a go at me in general.
Well,
Which will happen.
I can't wait for that. I mean, again, just to throw up a question here for you. I can't see you on the live stream, Matthew.
Here he is.
Oh, there he is.
That's
Oh,
because
So
there's a
good you in
slight
there.
delay.
oh, okay. No, I didn't know you're going to be like coming in like some sort of special guest. Sorry.
Yeah.
There we go. Right, straight away, we've had a comment already from someone. Oh, come on. I'm going to go with it. Oysten Clausen. Hello, everyone's greetings from Norway. I'm apologetic if I got your name wrong there. Just to let you know how this format is going to work, we have got the TechRadar pub quiz for the 30th of April, 2020. Round 1 is going to be tech news. That's 6 questions all around tech news. They are multiple choice, so that's nice and easy for you. You can just give a 1 in 4 chance and hopefully get it right. Then we're going to be moving on to the TechRadar rebrand picture round. I'll leave that as a surprise for you, but you're going to have to guess along with the picture round there. Round 3 is tech movies, TV, and games. Obviously, all about TV, movies, and games related to technology. Trying to add some joy into this whole thing. And round 4, as ever, as in second week, sorry, retro tech. Round 4 is retro tech. That's tech from the past. And if you are older, like I am, this is easier. If you are younger, like how old are you, Adam? Actually, I don't know how old you are. You're gonna find it at
You
36.
should never ask someone their age on a live stream, but I am 32.
There you are. So it's fine. So Adam's
But
got
I
a
feel
very good
like
chance.
18, so that'll bode well.
So that's the format. Four different rounds, 6 questions each, so 24 in all. There is unfortunately no prize available. We did try to get a speedboat and/or patio furniture of your choice, but for some reason couldn't get the budget to stretch. So you're basically just down to playing for pride. Hopefully, you found yourself somewhere with a lovely beverage where you can sit down and enjoy this with our dulcet tones on the live stream, and you can just write down the answers as and when you go. Like I said before, if you do post in the comments, we will dedicate a question directly to you. It worked well last week. We're looking forward to hopefully having a few more. Adam, are you
Yes,
ready?
I am ready to kick this off.
But
So, oh, yeah,
I was going to say, but are you excited? But obviously, you're so excited, you're jumping straight ahead. So
I've got to get started. Got to ride this wave.
I need to see what's your cup before we start. What's on the cup?
It is a Metallica cup, exclusive from a Metallica gig, and it says "and beer for all." Can you see it?
Yes, I can. That's lovely.
But there's not beer in there. It's a soft beverage.
I have to. My one's over in the fridge, and I've realized I haven't got it, so it's going to stay in the fridge for the whole quiz, which is nice. Right, let's get going. We've had 2 comments. Rob Clark, straight in. Evening, everyone. The classic comment.
Good evening. Good evening.
Nice to see you. So we're going to tag team the questions. I'm going to ask one. Adam's going to ask one. I'm going to ask one. Adam's going to ask one, and then that's going to work. Pretty easy. Let us know in the comments after each round how well you did. Please don't write the answers down. Some people like doing that, but ultimately can't stop you. So do what you want. Question 1: tech news. So LG launched the KG 800 feature phone back in 2006, but it's more commonly known as the LG Chocolate. I unfortunately remember this phone. But LG is returning to its kooky naming practices with a new phone in 2020. But what will it be called? It will be A, the LG Candy, B, the LG Velvet, C, the LG Leather, or D, the LG Meatloaf. I'll repeat that. LG launched the KG800 feature phone back in 2006, but it was more commonly known as the LG Chocolate. But LG is returning to its cookie naming practices with a new phone in 2020. What will it be called? The LG Candy, Velvet, Leather, or Meatloaf?
All good names for a new phone. So, question 2, if you're ready. DJI launched a new drone this week, and it scored a coveted 5-star TechRadar rating, which is extremely good. You can read our in-depth review on the site right now, but what is it called? Is it A, Mavic Mover, B, Mavic Mini 2, C, Mavic Air 2, or D, Fly Cam Cam? So that question again. DJI launched a new drone this week, and it scored a coveted 5-star TechRadar rating. You can read our in-depth review on the site right now, which you really should if you like your drones. But what is it called? Mavic Mover, A, B, Mavic Mini 2, C, Mavic Air 2, or D, Fly Cam Cam?
It's D. Fly Cam Cam.
Of course it is.
So, question 3. There was some bad news for Nintendo Switch owners in the past week after a heap of accounts were hacked. How many accounts did How many accounts did Nintendo admit had been compromised? Was it A, 160 accounts compromised, B, 1,600, C, 16,000, or D, 160,000? Bad news for Nintendo Switch owners in the past week after loads of accounts were hacked, but how many did Nintendo admit had been compromised? Was it A, 160, B, 1,600, C, 16,000, or D, 160,000?
Hopefully, the lower the better for anyone who has a Nintendo Switch. Question 4. Extremely popular game streaming service Google Stadia has announced that PUBG, one of my favorite games, is now available on the platform this week. It also announced a partnership with EA, Electronic Arts, but which one of these major EA titles has not been confirmed to arrive on Stadia later this year? Is it A, The Sims, B, FIFA with a number at the end of it, because God knows which version of FIFA, C, Madden NFL, or D, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order? So PUBG has been added to Google Stadia this week, and they've also announced a partnership with EA. But which of these major EA titles has not been confirmed to arrive on Stadia later this year? A, The Sims, B, FIFA, C, Madden NFL, or D, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order?
I genuinely can't work out whether Google Stadia is a good thing or a bad thing, because it seems like an absolutely genius move. Like, you can play your games anywhere on any device that's got connectivity with it, with a controller. It's like gets rid of the console. It sounds like it's the future, and yet for some reason it still just can't seem to get off the ground properly.
I tried PUBG on it, and it's really cool. You can download games instantly. There's no patching. That is awesome. But the experience was subpar. The image quality wasn't great. It was definitely 1080p or less. Lots of artifacts. Not as much input latency, but yeah, it should be doing better than it is currently right now. But we'll see.
Maybe this is one for the future. Who knows? Maybe, we are going to be playing the cloud one day. So maybe this is the way that it starts off now. But ultimately, come on, do better. Question number 5. Oh, we're back to Google again. Google's new true wireless earbuds, the Pixel Buds, went on sale this week in the US. But how much will these Apple AirPod rivals officially set you back? That's Google's new true wireless earbuds. The Pixel Buds went on sale this week in the US, but how much will these Apple AirPod rivals officially set you back? Is it A, $159, B, $169, C, $179, or D, $189? Big question there for our European and UK question fans. Are you dumbfounded, Adam? Is that it?
I'm looking at those prices. And I'm trying to figure out what that is in my currency.
What, it's like Adam bucks?
Yeah. It's like V-Bucks, but better.
I mean, that would work for you because you're known for Jessica, so you could have had V-Bucks quite happily.
I could have, but apparently that's been taken by a popular game.
Well, make a copyright claim.
I could. Most people do. Question 6. Microsoft Surface devices don't have upgradable RAM or Thunderbolt 3 ports. And this week we learned why. What was Microsoft's weird reasoning for their exclusion? This better be weird. A, they'd cause an unwanted chemical reaction with the unique metal alloy used in the frame of devices. B, they may expose devices to a potential liquid nitrogen-powered security exploit. Cool. C, they'd provide too much additional functionality and Microsoft doesn't want the devices becoming too popular. Oh no. Or D, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, who wrote this question, who orchestrated a long-term deal with Microsoft to make Surfaces the official device of the National Football League, that's NFL, personally stipulated that the features be excluded in order to agree to the partnership.
That was a tough one to read out. Gonna have to do it again, though.
Yep. So Microsoft Surface devices don't have upgradable RAM or a Thunderbolt 3 port. What's the weird reason why Microsoft said they have been omitted? Is it A, because they thought they'd cause an unwanted chemical reaction with a unique metal alloy in the frame of devices? B, expose devices to a potential liquid nitrogen powered security exploit? C, they provide too much of functionality? Or D, the NFL didn't like it and they said, get rid of those features because we don't want them.
I mean, all of those are weird, and all of those are
It's
possible.
so weird.
Right, so that's the end of round one. Adam, what was your favorite question out of all of those?
My favorite question was probably the first one because I do remember the LG Chocolat, and it was
Chocolat.
quite a popular phone.
It was. I mean, the chocolate was one of those amazing ones. Actually, they made, this is getting geeky, the chocolate BL40, which is like the first, like a 21:9 smartphone. Or it wasn't even a smartphone back then. It was a feature phone, so you could watch actual movies on your phone. It didn't work because it was very hard to get movies on there. We didn't even have a thing. Did they have YouTube? Yeah, YouTube had just become. No, we didn't even have YouTube officially
probably not.
working in the same way back then. It was just about around, but there wasn't all those official apps and stuff. So yeah, that was when the LG chocolate range was really good. But that's when you had Sony and everyone making really good phones, and smartphones were still a pipe dream. But yeah, so we're looking to the future now, and LG's back with crazy names. So let's read out the question. So that chocolate phone, no, the kooky naming practice for the new phone 2020 will be called the B LG Velvet.
Yes.
Question number 2. You can read this one out, Adam, because you read it out first.
Cool. So DJI launched a new drone this week. What was it called? It was C, the Mavic Air 2.
Question number 3. Nintendo Switch owners in the past week have been hacked, but how many were there? 160,000. That's not good.
We hope you all went and put on two-step verification.
Two-factor authentication is so annoying. It's so useful, and it's like having to get a passcode, like just relog into things all the time is so irritating. But then I know how important it is, so it's
Amazon never remembers mine either. Ever.
No, me neither. And it's like, remember this browser? And I do, and it's like, nah, change your mind.
Yep.
You're a dick. Question number 4 is yours, Adam. Sorry, I was like, I didn't read this question out. It's you.
So, game streaming service Google Stadia announced PUBG is now available and has also announced a partnership with EA. But which major EA title is not coming to Stadia this year? It was A, The Sims.
Just in case anyone can see, I've gone slightly more casual now. I'm leaning on one side. Question number 5.
Into it.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like we'll.
I might lean as well.
Google's new true wireless earbuds, the Pixel Buds, went on sale this week in the US, but how much will these Apple AirPod rivals officially set you back? I was about to say we didn't have any US listeners or watchers, but we've had Bob Barron, who's saying hi from Florida, USA. So hopefully he got this question right. The answer is C, $179, which is a lot cheaper than the Apple AirPod rivals, but doesn't have active noise cancelling. So swings and roundabouts in the tech world.
Yes. And finally, we had Microsoft Surface devices won't have upgradable RAM or a Thunderbolt 3 port. And we found out the weird reasoning behind their exclusion from Microsoft was they said it may expose devices to a potential liquid nitrogen powered security exploit.
I mean, none of those answers made sense.
What? So yeah, that's why you're not getting them.
I mean, I genuinely thought it might be question answer D, because you can imagine the NFL being like, we don't want those in there. Don't know why he wouldn't want upgradable RAM, but classic Roger Goodall. Right. Well, that's great. That's round 1 done. Let us know. Let us know in the comments whether you got 6 out of 6, 5 out of 6, 4. You just write a number. We'll work it out. I could say to Adam, how many did you get? But we have the answers in front of us. It doesn't count. Right. So question number 2, round number 2 is coming up, and it's the TechRadar rebrand picture round. So fingers crossed this will work seamlessly. And lovely Bob Barron apparently missed it. He was drying off from the pool. Just showing up. That's what he's got. So fingers crossed the picture round will now start. So what we're going to do? Of
course, it will work seamlessly.
Of course, it will. We've rebranded popular logos, and you have to tell us what the actual logo or brand behind it is. So we've rewritten a lot of them and recalibrated them to TechRadar words, but they're actually for another brand. So here we go. Here is number 1. Fingers crossed, we're gonna work.
Come on.
It's going. Go for it, guys.
Yeah, no, I'm just making sure that you're happy with the whole thing.
Yeah, it's working fine, as advertised.
Good.
Finally.
So, question number 1: which logo have we managed to duplicate here and turn into TechRadar's world? I'm going to give you a few seconds on that one. I feel like we started you quite easily there.
Very easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to number 2, Matt.
Number 2's on now.
Yep.
Again, I feel like this whole round is quite easy.
Yeah, I feel like we're setting people up for hopefully come back next week when we make it fiendishly difficult. And it'll just
Exactly.
be like it'll just be like things that we've seen in a day, like the oven from Gareth's kitchen.
Of course, the more difficult
look
we
at-
make it for them, the more difficult we make it for me as well to make these. So maybe not
you've
make
done a
it
good
too
job.
difficult.
Yeah. Well, number 3. This one's a bit trickier.
Yeah.
When you know it, you know it. When you know it, you know it. But otherwise, this feels like a little bit like, oh, which one's this one? Especially the A's.
Say what you see. Say what you see.
No, because you say what you see, you're like a disc.
Yeah, it's TechRadar blue disc.
Yeah, TechRadar falling into a hole. That's how it's working. Next one, please, Matthew. This one's interesting.
Yeah, I think this will trip people up.
Yeah, only because I've been staring at this logo of late for various reasons that I know what it is, but otherwise I think I'd be completely lost.
Didn't jump out at me initially.
Bob's in the chat. Too easy.
Yeah.
Come back
Bob
next
can
week,
go.
Bob.
Yeah.
We'll bring hell next time, Bob.
Number 5, Matthew. I'm not sure about this one. I know I'm sure about which one it is. I think it's another fairly easy one, but I don't know about the font.
Yeah, that seems unofficial font usage there.
And go to number 6, Matt. Let's see what it is.
I have to be a little bit loose with these.
This
Do
one's
you know what I mean?
This one's closer. If you're going to try rip people off, which is clearly your aim, this one's closer.
This one's
Exactly.
hard. If Bob gets this one, I'll be well impressed.
What? This one's not hard.
I think this one's hard.
It looks like quite a a desirable piece of chocolate though. If that was like a chocolate bar, I'd be like, "Ooh, TechRadar bar."
That's because you had 11s and you had what, apple and some sort of nutrition bar. That's why you think it looks like chocolate, because you're craving it.
I haven't had chocolate for like 2.5 months now
Why?
because I'm trying to do lockdown fitness and it's working really well. Well,
I'm in
I
the
managed to
complete
injure
opposite
myself.
boat.
Yeah, same.
Mate, I've lost nearly a stone. It's been good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, check
You are
YouTube.
looking superb.
I'm looking gaunt. That's the word. I tell you what, I did really well last year. I tried really hard to like get back into shape properly. And I saw my mum for the first time in 2 months. She's like, "You look awful." I was like, "Oh, thanks, mum."
Nice.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in good shape, mum. She's like, "Nah, you look awful." Anyway, let's go through those. Matt, can you take us back to the number 1?
We are on number
easy to
1.
do?
There we are.
Great. So this TechRadar is actually YouTube. Matt, you don't have the actual logos behind you.
No, I don't. I could have done that.
you're
Can
not
I?
good.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So this is YouTube. Number 2. I think this one's fairly easy as well. Adam, what would you say?
I would say it is Amazon.
Because you got it written underneath.
That's right.
Okay, number 3. Probably the second hardest or the hardest. This one is Samsung. Samsung, that South Korean powerhouse, Samsung. When you looked at that, I don't think many people would be able to say that the A's look like that in Samsung. You'd think it was just normal, but there you go. Number 4, Adam, unveil it.
That is LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
And it's weird without the I and the N in the logo. That's why it threw me.
Yeah, I always thought I was like, I always read it as LinkedIn, like as an LN rather than IN. Number 5. Come on, this one's got to be an easy one for most people. That is Google. You can't help but recognize those. There's an estate agent near our office that's got the exact same colors in their logo. And I keep thinking they're going to get done, but no.
Wow.
Yeah. And number 6, take it away, Adam.
Final one is not a chocolate bar brand. It is Lego.
That's so easy. I don't know how you say that's hard.
Well, yeah, I mean, I called Bob out and he totally got it right. So, egg on my face.
Yeah.
Well done, Bob.
Exactly. Right, let's go to round 3, which is tech, movies, TV, and games. So we go straight into this one. Question number 1. The 2017 movie iBoy stars which Game of Thrones actress? Is it A, Amelia Clarke, B, Sophie Turner, C, Maisie Williams, or D, Lena Headey? The 2017 movie iBoy stars which Game of Thrones actress? Emilia Clarke, A, Sophie Turner, B, Maisie Williams, C, or Lena Headey, D. This film, if you haven't watched it, is confusing because it's really well shot, it's got good production values, but it's centered around the fact that a boy gets shot through his phone and the phone gets shot into his head and he can control devices and access the internet wherever he is, including, and I'm going to spoil this, hacking money from a bank account just by thinking about it. So watch that at your own risk.
Sounds bizarre.
Yeah, but it's quite good though. Still.
Might give it a watch. Is it on Netflix?
Yep, it's a Netflix original, I think.
There you go, everyone. It's on Netflix. Question 2. Rami Malek shot to fame in 2015 after starring in Mr. Robot. But which video game did he star in that same year? I didn't know this. Is it A,
Neither.
Until Dawn, B, Call of Duty Black Ops 3? That's how you have to say it. C, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, or D, Metal Gear Solid 5. What was that?
I want you to go again, but give them all a voice.
Okay, well, I'll try and do it to the category of the game. So Until Dawn is a scary game. So Until Dawn, because people are getting chased. That's me being scared. You'll never hear it again because I'm usually very relaxed. Then you've got Call of Duty Black Ops 3, which is that. The Witcher 3. Oh, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. It's like an NPC, a character in The Witcher 3. And then Metal Try. I've got to clear my throat. Metal Gear Solid 5. The Phantom Pain.
That's good. Yeah, that was good.
That's how he sounds.
We'll see what Bob thinks in a minute.
One of those. Yeah, Bob's going to destroy it. He's got a pool. I've got nothing. So that again, the question again. Rami Malek shot to fame. The voices shot to fame in 2015 after starring in Mr. Robot. But which video game did he star in the same year? Until Dawn, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, or Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain?
Just a quick Bob watch. Bob has never seen an episode of Game of Thrones, just to let you know. Question number 3 of round 3. What is the name of the AI assistant that Joaquin Phoenix falls in love with in the movie Her? Is it A, Sarah, B, Scarlett, C, Samantha, or D, Siri? What is the name of the AI assistant, artificial intelligence assistant, that Joaquin Phoenix falls in love with in the movie Her? Just realised that it's Joaquin with an N, not with an M. I've been saying Joaquin all my life. A, Sarah, B, Scarlett, C, Samantha, D, Siri.
Now that is a great film.
I haven't seen it. I was too busy with iBoy.
Oh, it's really good. It's really good. Don't know if it's on Netflix or other services. But if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
I'm going to find out right now. While you do the next question, I'm going to get on Just Watch and find out.
Go for it. According to Rotten Tomatoes, the popular critics reviewing site, which is the worst rated MCU movie? In my opinion, it's all of them. A, The Incredible Hulk. B, For the Dark World. C, Iron Man 2, or D, Avengers Age of Ultron? A question again. According to Rotten Tomatoes, which is the worst rated MCU movie? A, The Incredible Hulk. B, For the Dark World. C, Iron Man 2, or D, Avengers Age of Ultron?
I mean, I'm going to wait till we get to the answers here to really have it out with you on that, but you can't say that they're all awful. They are brilliant, some of those.
Some of those? Are we talking like 2? I'll give you 2. I'll give you 2.
I'm not going to talk to you about this. In the UK, you cannot stream Her anywhere, unfortunately.
Can you not? That's a shame.
No, that's the fact about Her, but you can buy it for £2.49 or £3.49 if you want to go into HD. Let's have a look while I'm here. Let's have a look in the US. Let's have a look in the US. It's on Netflix in America. There you are. If you've got Netflix in America, you can watch that. Right. Question number 5. The 1995 movie Hackers starred a young Angelina Jolie, but what was her hacker handle in the movie? Was it A, Ms. Hacktasm, B, Zero Chill, C, The Plague, or D, Acid Burn? The 1995 movie Hackers starred a young Angelina Jolie, but what was her hacker handle in the movie? Was it A, Ms. Hacktasm, B, Zero Chill, C, The Plague, or D, Acid Burn?
No idea. Not seen that film. Question 6. The highly rated game Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 launched in which year? 1998, or B, 1999, C, 2000, or D, 2001? The highly rated game Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 launched in which year? A, 1998, B, 1999, C, 2000, D, 2001. That makes me feel old.
This is one of the greatest games ever. Fun fact.
It's excellent. It's excellent.
me and my pals, even though I was old enough looking back to have bought it quite happily, we we had the demo of it on the PlayStation demo game and played just one level for about 4 months straight. Is that good? Right, let's go through some questions and some of the answers. Round number 3. The 2017 movie iBoy, excellent film, stars which Game of Thrones actress? It was C. Maisie Williams. And I urge you to check out the film while I check out its Rotten Tomatoes score.
Question 2. Rami Malek shot to fame in 2015 after starring in Mr. Robot. But which video game did he also star in that same year? It was A. Until Dawn.
The answer was C, 69% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is genuinely surprising because it was
quite
not
high.
good. So, question number
69.
lol. Question number 3. Nice. What is the name of the assistant that Joaquin Phoenix falls in love with in the movie Her? Her name was Samantha, not Siri, as you might think. Also, Siri backwards is Iris, and I never know if that's actually on purpose or just a complete fluke. There you go.
Interesting.
Right. Question 4. I've got some things to say here.
According to Rotten Tomatoes and probably most people, which is the worst rated MCU movie? It was B. 4. The Dark World.
Right. Okay. Lots of things here. Number one, I'd say a good 95% of the MCU movies are brilliant. Some of them, genuinely great movie experiences. I went to see the what was it? The Avengers Endgame, Infinity War in 4DX, where the seats move and there's all the atmospheric stuff. Genuinely one of the best cinema experiences of my life. And secondly, The Incredible Hulk is such a terrible film. It is so awful, and it shouldn't even be in the MCU. Thor: The Dark World is quite good, in my opinion. But
that sounds like the experience of the film was great. It doesn't sound like if I watched her in a seat that moved around and it felt like she was whispering into my ear, it would make the film probably even better. But what about the film on like a CRT TV in a caravan? Would it hold up?
Yeah, I think it would. I mean, I watched Jurassic World on this. I watched that in 4DX as well. That was a bad film. Didn't enjoy that, even though the bit where the dinosaurs were fighting in the bedroom, the seats were just like, the whole way through. That was pretty good. But in Avengers Infinity War, I did get punched in the back of the head by the seat. So, swings around. You can read that on TechRadar.
Just before we went into lockdown, I went and saw Sonic in 4DX. And that turned a below average film into an enjoyable film.
Sonic is great. Sonic is great thanks to Jim Carrey, who is a delight and a national treasure.
So.
Yeah, you can't do MCU movie and go with that. Right. Can anybody give us... Bob's the only one commenting. And I'm thanks, Bob, just for being here today. Secondary question. Who were the devs in the AI and Her? I mean, are you going to give us the answer, Bob, or are you just wondering and you're hoping that we know? Because I've got nothing. So let's find out on that one. Right, can anyone give us a score update on YouTube? We've had so far? 18 questions so far. Can anyone give us how many they've got on the YouTube? I mean, I'm pretty sure Bob will because he's finished his pool situation and now he's here.
Yeah.
I've just also had a text from my friend telling me that my webcam is terrible. I know it is because I haven't got a good one and I can't get one because they're sold out everywhere. So you've got this lovely little thing on the top of my computer. And I know it's flickery and I know it's annoying. Sucks to be you. Right, round number 4, question number 1. This is retro tech. Things from the past, they're now in the future, which is today, so it's the present. Number 1, unlike the PlayStation 2 and Xbox, the Nintendo GameCube wasn't compatible with DVDs, which is ridiculous. But however, a special GameCube model was released in Japan, which did play DVDs. What was it called? Was it A, Panasonic Cube, B, Panasonic Q, C, Panasonic Duo, or D, Panasonic Double Dash? Was it A, Panasonic Cube, B, Panasonic Q, C, Panasonic Duo, D, Panasonic Double Dash? That was the special edition GameCube model that was released in Japan that could play DVDs.
And I really wanted one of those. When I was in Japan, I nearly got one, but I said,
why would you do that?
Because have you seen one? Have you seen one of these mysteriously named boxes?
I'm going to get a picture up and hopefully
it's incredible. Think of that when it came out at the time it came out. Look at it.
See if I can make this work right now on the.
I'm trying not to. Look at that. Look at the technology on that. It's got a little LCD screen and everything.
There you go.
Amazing. Question 2. Which film allegedly inspired the name of Apple's iPod? A, Blade Runner, B, 2001: A Space Odyssey, C, Alien, or D, Metropolis, or Metropolis? Question again. Which film allegedly inspired the name of Apple's iPod? A. Blade Runner, B. 2001: A Space Odyssey, C. Alien, or D. Metropolis, or Metropolis, however you pronounce it.
It's Metropolis. That's not the answer. I'm just saying that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah,
Could be the answer.
tomato, tomato.
Well, no, Metropolis. Question number 3. Oh, this is one for the real tech non-fan.
Who's
How
getting
much
this?
RAM? How much RAM did the ZX81 home computer have when it launched in 1981? Was it A, 1 megabyte of RAM? C, one. If I could do the letters in order. A, 1 megabyte of RAM. B, 1 kilobyte of RAM. C, 16 kilobytes of RAM. Or D, 32 kilobytes of RAM. So that's how much RAM. I've said RAM a lot. How much RAM and ding dong did the ZX81 home computer have when it launched in 1981? Was it 1 megabyte, 1 kilobyte, 16 kilobytes, or D, 32 kilobytes? I don't know why I read out the letter for the last one there.
That's difficult.
Bob's just guessing at B's now. That's all he's doing.
Yeah, just playing it safe. He's got a pool. He can guess however he likes. Question 4. The original Tamagotchi, which, if you don't remember what those were little pets that you kept with you and fed, and I think they used to poo on the screen as well.
Sometimes.
Was released in Japan a year before everywhere else. What year was this? So the original Tamagotchi was released in Japan a year before everywhere else. What year was this? Was it A, 1996, B, 1997, C, 1999, or D, 2001? The original Tamagotchi was released in Japan a year before everywhere else. What year was this? 1996, 97, 99, or 2001?
All these questions are making me feel like I think I'm a lot older than I am, because, or younger than I am, which way? Because I remember having a Tamagotchi and thinking I was about 9 years old. But no, I was much older, clearly.
We need to have a little break here so that we can clap for our carers here in the UK. Everybody put claps in the chat.
Yep, so if you are in the UK, and if you're not even still, we have the big clap in the NHS where we give a clap to the heroes that are out there doing the good thing for us, fighting the good fight on the front line every day.
Thank you so much.
I'm just gonna put the clap in the clap over here. Make sure we put that in the comments. Don't know if you guys can hear out the window. I can hear it going crazy out here. It's nice that it's still going, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
While we're here, Bob has given us the fact that Mad Balls were the original Tamagotchi, and his sister lives in Manchester. So thanks for that, Bob. Right.
Wow.
Back to the quiz. Question number 5. What was the name of the light gun that you could buy for the Sega Mega Drive? What was the name of the light gun that you could buy for the Sega Mega Drive? I didn't know it had one. Is it A, the Zapper, B, the Maverick, C, the Menacer, or D, the Sharpshooter? What was the name of the light gun that you could buy for the Sega Mega Drive? Was it A, the Zapper, B, the Maverick, C, the Menacer, or D, the Sharpshooter?
All of those would be great wrestling personas, by the way. Just throwing that out there. If anyone's trying to think of a character, if they want to become a wrestler, you could go as the Zapper, Maverick, Menacer.
Why do you play a wrestler now? It's like the most unsocially distant sport you could have.
Yeah, but they're still going, still working, still earning those big bucks.
Good to know.
You can start a great new game coming out called 2K Battlegrounds, which looks terrible. Question 6. I can hear people beeping on your end, Gareth.
That's because I've got a really good microphone.
Question 6, but not a webcam. In 2009, HTC unveiled its third Android phone, which featured a distinct sloping chin. What was it called? Why is this EFGH in this document? A, HTC Magic, B, HTC Dream, C, HTC Hero, or D, HTC Sense. That is really weird to the eyes. In 2009, HTC unveiled its third Android phone, which featured a distinct sloping chin. What was it called? A, HTC Magic, B, HTC Dream, C, HTC Hero, or D, HTC Sense? Sure.
No, just Sense.
Just
right. Right, so that is all of the questions done so far. Just before we go back through those again, just want to say a thank you to everybody who has been commenting on the YouTube so far. We've got, obviously, Oystein. Thank you very much for you. Rob Clark, Ian McMurray. Thank you all for commenting so far. It's been nice to have you along. Kevin Briggs, great fan. Bob has been absolutely smashing up the comments here. I was surprised no one else has got involved and just told him just to back off. or to celebrate his comments. Either way, because his sister does live in Manchester. But thank you very much. Oh, Bob's gone again. He was too busy with the Sega Genesis, and he'll never forget his doormate's face when he brought his 3DO and giant discs. I don't know what those are, Bob. 3DO and giant discs. I'll tell you that for now. Right, so round 4, Retro Tech. What were the questions and what were the answers? Number 1, unlike the PlayStation 2 and Xbox, the Nintendo GameCube wasn't compatible with DVDs, but there was a special model of GameCube released in Japan which did play DVDs. It was called the B Panasonic Q. It looks like a karaoke machine.
It does, actually, in hindsight.
And why
Question
didn't you buy
2.
one? I feel like you should have done.
Not from Japan. There's no
Would
way
it
I
have
could
worked
buy
over
one.
here?
I would have probably had to use some sort of adapter because it's a different electrical socket.
So yeah, you should have bought one.
I should have bought one. Thanks for reminding me. Question 2. Which film allegedly inspired the name of Apple's iPod? It was B, 2001, A Space Odyssey.
Question number 3, the big one. How much RAM did the ZX81 home computer have when it launched in 1981? It was a piddling B, 1 kilobyte of RAM. 1 kilobyte of RAM.
Incredible. Question 4. The original Tamagotchi was released in Japan a year before everywhere else. What year was this? It was A, 1996.
Whoa. I said I was 13 when that happened, and I swear to God I was 9. I feel like I've got really, really old really, really quickly. So I was going to have a quick look. The Apollo guidance computer that helped actually Neil Armstrong land on the moon had 32,000 bits of RAM memory. So it had 32 kilobytes of memory. That's good, isn't it?
Wow.
Anyway, question number 5. What was the name of the light gun that you could buy for the Sega Mega Drive? Was it A, the Zapper? Was it B, the Maverick? C, the Menacer? D, the Sharpshooter? It was C, the Menacer.
I feel like that deserved an accent to say Menacer.
The Menacer.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
You could have sold guns for Sega with that voice. Doing
Exactly,
adverts for them.
Wear a big brimmed hat.
Missed opportunity. Question 6. In 2009, HTC unveiled its third Android phone, which featured a distinct sloping chin. What was it called? Was it HTC Magic, HTC Dream, HTC Hero, or the HTC Sense? It was C, HTC Hero. It's quite hard to say that quite quickly.
As everybody knows, the HTC Dream was the first one, also known as the T-Mobile G1 in many countries. Then the Magic was number 2, which had the first rollable and featured the first headphone jack for an Android phone and a video player. The HTC Hero was the first time we actually saw HTC Sense, which is the user interface on top of that. So HTC Sense is the odd one out there because it's not actually a phone. Everyone knew that, right?
That was quite the little humble brag, but yeah, no. Everyone knew that, especially me.
That's when I was a phones journalist. That's what it was. Right. Well, that's all the questions that we have. That's 24 points you could have got. Let us know in the comments how many you managed to grab.
Yes.
But hopefully we're going to get some people telling us exactly how much it is. David J. Lums just popped in. I'll be honest, he works for TechRadar, but he is an excellent writer. So, Bob Barron straight in again, right after T-Mobile purchased Metro PCS. He knows it. See, Bob's been here the whole time. Has he secretly been working for TechRadar? Who knows? Right, I think that's everyone's going to be giving us our comments so far. So it leaves me to say thank you very much for joining the second-ish TechRadar pub quiz, because we did one as a different format previously. I feel like this is the real one where we do it live and try and get comments along at the same time. Yeah. So thank you very much for joining. Adam, have you had a good time? Have you finished your beer?
I've had a fantastic time. I finished my beverage in a beer cup.
And producer Matt?
You shocked me that I didn't expect you to come to me. I've had a great time.
Thanks very much. Well, it just leaves me to say thank you again, and hopefully we'll see you next week for the TechRadar pub quiz. Thank you, Bob.
Bye, Bob.
Everyone. Bye, Bob. Enjoy pool.
See, it's a whole process for me to stop live streaming. It takes time.